Hey, but that's why I knew he was cool. So now talk about the movie though, Blue Chips, because that to me is dope as too.
The movie came about because they wanted to cast someone that was an athlete, a real basketball player that had the baby face. Like you had to be a freshman. So obviously I fit both the hooping side and then I had the baby face. So I went right into this situation. They approached my agents about me doing the movie Blue Chips. It's crazy because the daggone movie kind of correlates to what's going on in today's game. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's just crazy how that worked. And that was like in 92, 93. And I went, had the audition with Nick Nolte at the director's house in Hollywood. And I got the part, and the rest is history. The entire summer we were together, did majority of the scenes at USC in LA. I did the basketball scene in Chicago because I went to St. Joe's. And then we did the last scene in Lafayette, Indiana at Purdue University, where I threw Shaq the lob to win the game. Everything else was done in LA.
How hard was that? How hard was that acting though? Acting's tough, right?
The acting part was cool. Yeah. It's like you have to get to the set at like 8 o'clock in the morning, and you might not film until like 6 p.m., but you just have to be ready. And it's every day.
And you're getting ready for the draft at this time too, at the same time,
and
right?
I'm getting ready for the draft at the same time.
That's crazy.
I didn't even know you had to audition. I figured they came and seeked you out. Like, what the
they
f*** are they trying to figure out? Can he play? Can he play this role? Of course he can. So you had to audition. I didn't know that.
Yep. It was really my role, but I had to show them. They needed to see if I needed help acting, but the part I had was pretty simple.
What's his name?
It wasn't really that.
Be yourself, basically.
Was it Butch? What was your name?
Butch McRae.
Butch McRae. I remember that. Like,
Butch McRae. And that used to be my alias on the road I don't know why I'm thinking I'm like, they're not gonna think of this. I'm like, really? Come on, bro. People calling my room. I had to change it. I'm like, they're gonna be thinking Penny Hardaway. They're gonna think of Butch McRae. It was like ringing my phone. Hello? Hey, what's up, Penny? Who is this?
No, this is Butch. It's Butch.
Yeah, this Butch
McRae. And my coach is Nick Nolte.
Hey, talk about those early years in Orlando though, because again, my age, that was like an iconic, literally an iconic team.
Bro, when you look at our lineup, we have to be one of the teams that had the best roster that didn't win a championship. Honestly, because I'm 6'7", Nick Anderson 6'6", Dennis Scott is 6'8",
3D,
Horace Grant 6'10", and Shaq is 7 foot. We were long. We didn't have no little dudes, right? And then Brian Shaw came off the bench at the bag-up point. He's 6'6". Donald Rowe came off. He's 6'8". Anthony Bowie 6'5". So we had one of the longest teams. Man, that team was special, man. The early years was just like rock stars. You know how it is in Orlando, Mike. They are unbelievable fans. Oh, yeah. It's really a college town, but with the NBA being there and the Orlando Magic is the only thing moving. I know obviously they got some other like soccer teams and they had arena football and that thing back in the day. But as far as fan base, man, we were treated like rock stars, man. It was the most fun time I ever had in my career. Winning obviously cures all of that. Being with Shaq, who was it was like being with a rock star. Everywhere you went, man, it was, man, you talk about the people at the hotel. I mean, you guys witnessed it being with Miami, right? You go into the hotels, it's like, it didn't matter what time you got there. It was 60, 70, 80, 90 people. It could be 3 a.m. People got their 5-year-old kids out there asking for an autograph, and everywhere we went, it was like a huge party, man. It was, for those years I was in Orlando, nothing could replace those years. It was crazy.
I never told you this, but that was like must-see TV for me. That Orlando Magic team with you and him, it was so fun to watch, man.
Ain't no way in hell you weren't tuning in to see Penny and Shaq.
I had the short. I had his jersey.
Mind. Then you have Nick Anderson playing defense. You have Horace Grant. I mean,
man, that was a crew, man. They put that team together. It was unfortunate that we didn't stay together. The big fella got wooed by the Lakers, and I can understand because he was so into music. He was so into movies. Bruce Willis and Demi Moore. It was hard to turn down Hollywood, man.
Damn, I ain't know Bruce Willis and Demi Moore came out.
They came out for Shaq.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Penny. I would have hauled ass too for Yippee Ki.
Hey,
I'm gone. Mr. Die Hard, pack me up.
He packed up.
Pack me up. I'm sorry, Killer. I
wanted to see it together. That.
Yeah, but Mr. Bruce Willis.
No, but for real though, I mean, how can you turn that down, man?
I agree.
It's crazy.
I agree. Talk about Lil Penny.
Even today, before we move on, like even today, I see guys make this decision to go to LA, not just because of the basketball, but because of the business and the movies and just the other opportunities that comes with being in LA. So that's still true today. You know what I'm saying?
If you're a Laker, you are a star in LA. No matter if you're the first or the last. If you have Laker jersey on, you are. And if you're the guy, forget about it.
Yeah, Luka has the #1 jersey in the league right now.
Luka.
Yes.
Yeah.
He surpassed the Jason Tatums and all these guys. Right now, Luka Doncic has the #1 player in the league, the #1 jersey in the league. And I had this conversation on First Take, and they told me no. I said, do you think a European player can be the face of the league? And they said no. And my reason for saying that, because I feel like Luka Doncic already who he is as a player, and 2, wearing that Laker jersey, could possibly be the face of the league in another year or 2. I don't see why not.
What you think, P?
No, I agree. Why not? I mean, if you can hoop,
exactly.
The country's going to respect hooping, man. They respect Luka because he can put that ball in the basket.
And he's got
and
King Kong balls and he's tough.
Swag. Luka got swag, bro. It's like, and the Lakers jersey.
Yeah, he got King Kong balls.
Like that combination of those things allows a European player, and I know it's a European player, and the basketball is in America, but I really feel like in that jersey he can be the face.
Can you believe that trade happened, P?
Nico's my guy.
My guy too. I love
Nico.
I love him too.
But you know what? You're talking about big balls. Nico stood on what he believed in, bro.
And he's still doing it. I appreciate
on it, man. And
I agree.
That takes a lot.
No doubt.
And obviously we're not on the inside, but that took a lot to trade Luka, man. And AD, we know AD is as talented as anyone, bro. We're not disrespecting AD at all.
And that's what I'm saying. I feel bad.
Younger. Luka could be the face of the league. That's a tough trade.
I feel bad for Nico in the situation because we never got to really judge it, right? Like Kyrie, AD goes out and has 30 in the first half, the first game, goes out, doesn't play. Then Kyrie tears his ACL, so we don't really get to see the whole thing.
I'm gonna say this.
And I feel bad for AD too, because AD's getting like he wasn't worth it. AD's worth it.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm not a GM, I'm not a president, I'm none of that. But I'm the guy that's gonna stand on business. if you ain't in here doing what the I think is gonna lead, because what you got to realize, these other 13 or 14 guys ain't as talented as you, so they can't do what you do. So if you ain't setting the right example, I'm going to give your ass a year or 2. I'm going to get your ass up out of here. That's just me. And I'm not saying it's right or wrong. But what I will say is I need my best player to also be my leader. That's all I'm saying.
I do say that if that group is healthy, with Kyrie healthy and everyone healthy, they could be in the Western Conference Finals.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why I feel bad for Nico.
That healthy group with Kyrie can definitely be in the Western Conference.
He put his balls on the line.
Yes, I agree.
And then injuries just started happening.
And he's getting judged because Luka's out there getting 31 a night in the playoffs right now, and they're out. So it's hard.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a ballsy move for sure, but I'd love to see it. And he said it in his press conference, like, we'll see how it goes next year.
You got Clay, you got Najee Marshall, you bring back
Kyrie's
a healthy Kyrie, you got Max Christie, you got Anthony Davis. You still got Derek Lively, like you got
Daniel
pieces,
Gafford,
bro.
You got PJ Washington. You got a nice group.
You got pieces, bro. I said this on TV, and before we can move on, I said this real quick, and I said, people of Dallas, just realize you've been to 3 finals in the last 20 years. That's the finals every 6 or 7 years. Just understand there's some people that ain't been to the finals in the last 30 years once.
That's facts.
So I'm just being honest. So let's keep this in perspective, Dallas fans. Y'all done been to the finals 3 times in the last 20 years, where some people ain't been to the finals once in 30.
Yes, sir.
Keep it in perspective. You got a good organization. Give Nico some time. I think winning cures everything. And that's all I'm gonna say.
No, I believe in Nico now. He made power moves. He's gonna be okay, I promise.
You know what, the one thing I respect about it is that, like, that's not the easy decision to make right there. What are we talking about? What time is it? Game time. My favorite stretch of basketball season is here, the playoff push. Nothing like sitting in some courtside seats watching your favorite player ball out. Game time makes getting tickets faster and easier, even for hard to get playoff seats. Prices on the Game Time app actually go down the closer it gets to tip-off. With killer last-minute deals, all-in prices, views from your seat, and their lowest price guarantee, Game Time takes the guesswork out of buying NBA playoff tickets. My favorite part on the Game Time app is the view from all seats in the venue. Lowest price guarantee, event cancellation protection, job loss protection, etc., etc., etc. And the last minute deals are incredible. Save up to 60% off buying last minute for sports, concerts, comedy, and theater. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code OGs for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code OGs for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. Last minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed. What time is it? Playoff basketball is here, and there is still plenty of game left to be played. Don't miss a second of hoops action with my partners at DraftKings Sportsbook. From every game day until the trophy is lifted, DraftKings Sportsbook has you covered with same-game parlays, odds boost, and so much more. Here's something special for first-timers. New DraftKings customers bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code OGs. The crown is yours. Stay in on the action and use your $200 in bonus bets on DraftKings same-game parlays for a shot at an even bigger payout. Combine multiple bets together from the same game. Love the thrill of live betting? DraftKings has got you covered. Bet live on in-progress games right as they happen, making watching the game that much more exciting. If sports betting is not yet available in your state, don't worry. You can still join in on all the fun with DraftKings Pick 6 and have the shot to win cash prizes. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. New customers, use my promo code OGs and bet just $5 on any wager to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. That's promo code OGs only at DraftKings Sportsbook.